Hey guys, it's Kay there. Welcome to the YouTube channel. Today we're going to be talking about fonts. So we're going to be covering my favorite fonts today that I like to use in my UI design and web design projects. So with that said, a lot of these are going to be nice and clean fonts. There's going to be no hand lettering or brush lettering kind of fonts. So these are all available on Typekit.com. If you are a Creative Cloud member, you can just sync them to your library and they'll be available in Photoshop, Illustrator, Experience Design, etc. So that's why I selected all of these fonts, and I think they all look really good. They're in no particular order. However, I will mention my favorite two in this list. Real quickly, if you guys want to see another font video similar to this, make sure you leave a thumbs up on the video. If you guys have a favorite font that you think that we need to try out, leave it in the comments down below so we can go check it out and try it out in our own designs. And with all of that, it's time to get started. So I'm probably going to pronounce a lot of these incorrectly, and I do apologize for that, but the first one on my list to show you guys is called Museo Sans. This one is a really clean style font, and there's actually two styles of it that I prefer to use, and I highly recommend you guys try it out. The first one is called Museo Sans, and it's just the normal Museo Sans, but then down here they also have the Museo Sans Rounded. Now I like the Rounded because it adds a little bit more of a clean aesthetic look with the rounded edges, and if I need something more blocky, I can just use the regular Museo Sans. So these two offer a variety of font weights and a lot of different choices to select from when I'm designing. So I highly recommend this font. It comes in the weights as I said, so there's 100, 300, 500, 700, and 900 even. And they also have a lot of different ones as well besides those two, so you guys can try those out and sync them up into your Creative Cloud. So this next one is called LFT Etica, and unfortunately it doesn't have too many free fonts to sync to your library, but I still think it is worth trying out, and it's possibly even worth buying if you guys try it out in your designs and you feel like it's good for you and it's a good fit in your style. So the fonts that we cannot have access to without paying are the light and the semi-bold, the book styles, but we can get things like the bold and just the regular version, and these two are still really great to add your designs. Still recommend this one. Check it out. Okay, so for this next one, this one really wouldn't be for a lot of text, like a paragraph or things. I would prefer to use this one on a heading, so this is going to be for headings and subheadings, things like that. And this one is called Bungee, and I really like the hairline to this one, and that's probably the only one I like. The regular style is really bold, and it comes in handy occasionally, and that's why I like to have it in my library, but I do really like the hairline, and it's probably one of the thinnest style fonts I've seen yet. And these other two down here I'm not a big fan of, but it's still worth trying this font out. If you guys do try this one out, let me know what you used it for and what your thoughts are on it down in the comments below. So for this one, I'm going to have a hard time pronouncing this, but I'm going to take my best guess and say it's Nivea or Nivea, I don't know, Grotesk. It's a great one, but I do have mixed feelings on some of their character choices. The W, I don't like how the lines overlap, and I do not like the N where it has this little N bit that sticks out. I wish they would just cut that straight off. Same thing with the W. I know that gives this more of a stylish style font, and it does look good when you choose to use it very lightly. When you don't have a lot of words or like in a paragraph, I wouldn't necessarily use it on that. So I would call this more of a heading style font in my opinion. Let me know what you guys think of this one in the comments as well. It's an interesting font and it's worth using. I do like having the lowercase letters. They look really thin and nice, but the uppercase, just having all caps, it doesn't look good because of the N and the W and all the little flares they added on. I don't know if I like that or not. So mixed feelings on this one, but still a great one to have. Let me know your thoughts and check it out. So this one's called JAF Facit, and this one is another one of those where a lot of the font styles you're limited to regular and bold, but it's still worth having in your collection of fonts and your font libraries because it looks good all around. I think you can get away with even using this in paragraphs as kind of a different style of paragraph. Maybe you would have like a highlighted paragraph, maybe like a quote or something. And headings, subheadings, all of those this works with. It looks a little bit more blocky when you use it than it does here, but it's still a good font to choose. Again, you can only use the regular and the bold without purchasing the package, but it's still worth trying out. Alright, we got a few left to cover here, and this one is going to be Filson Soft, and this one is a nice one to have in your library because of its style that it uses. I like the curved in some of these characters, like the R, the G, the bottom of the T looks nice, and it's got all the way from really thin to a nice heavy bold, and I really like this one. I have all of these downloaded into my library. It's one that I like to use with control. I don't use it on like a lot of paragraphs or the entire page of a design or something, but it is a nice refreshing font to look at. It's a good one to check out, another one to use from time to time, so go ahead and download that one and give it a try. So for this next one, I can only say wow. This one's called Nimbus Sans, and I was unaware of how many different styles of this font there actually is. A lot of these you have to pay for, but they do give you quite a few free ones. It's down here at the bottom where we really get into a lot of the paid ones. And this is a bit pricey if you buy all of these. I think the package is like $200, but I really like this one right here. If I had a list of 5 fonts that I wanted to buy, this would definitely be in it because I really like this one. I can really see that in some graphic design work looking really great. Let's go see the packages on this one. I'll just go to the availability really quickly. So there's one package they offer. This is the rounded, and this is the one I use, which is the Nimbus Sans. And look at all these fonts. Yes, that is expensive, but if you are going to use this on a daily basis, they have so many. Great one to check out. Let me know if you guys have ever used this one before. I just can't get over how diverse this font is. Great one to check out. Mr. Eaves XL is the next one. I use the Mr. Eaves XL Mod OT. So these are the ones that I use right here. I use the thin, the light, the regular, bold. I think there's even an ultra. Yeah, and then I also use the heavy as well. But they also have so many different ones. But this one's a really great one for overall use on web design and UI design. Great one to have in your library. Highly recommend this one. Man, look at that Z right there. I'm going to have to go back and download some more of these. Just taking a look at this, they have so much more than I thought they did. They might have even updated these even. So another great one to check out. Let me know your thoughts on it in the comments down below. So we've come to the last one on my list for you guys today, and it is called Proxima Nova. Stop what you're doing and go download this font right now if you do not have it, because it's a really great font. I'm just going to say that. It's just really great. That's the only way to describe this thing. It's perfect for everything. If there was perfection in a font, I would say this is it. Like, I have used this on so many different projects, and it has never failed me. I think you guys would be really impressed with this if you've never used it. It's a great one, a lot of variety, and I don't think there is any of these that you cannot sync into your CC libraries. So it's a great one to have. Check it out. So as promised in the beginning, here are my 2 favorite fonts. It was obvious that Proxima Nova is my favorite. I really hyped up that font, and I think it is well worth the hype. Coming in at a second place is Museo Sans. Also Museo Sans Rounded. I kind of group them together. They're the same thing. So at this current time, those are my 2 most favorite fonts that I like to use in my designs. So that's it for this font list. I hope you guys got something out of this video. If you find any of your new favorite fonts in this video, let me know down in the comments below. If you guys want to see more like this, make sure you leave a thumbs up on this video. Also, all the fonts will be down in the description below. Just click the link and it will take you there so you can sync it to your library. As always, I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Be sure to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. On the left is my previous video, just in case you missed it. On the right is YouTube's recommendation just for you, and the top center icon is my channel icon. Click that to subscribe for more content just like this. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next one.